Hello students, welcome back. Let us see the next property of the Fourier transform. That is a frequency shifting property. It is also known as multiplication by an exponential. So frequency shifting property or the multiplication by an exponential. If f of the Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of omega, then the Fourier transform of e raised to j omega 0 t into x of t is equal to x of omega minus omega 0. This is the frequency shifting property. That means the multiplication of a time domain signal x of t by e power j omega 0 t results in the frequency spectrum shifted by omega 0. Okay, results in the frequency spectrum shifted by omega 0. That means x of omega minus omega 0. That is frequency spectrum. Initially that was x of omega. Now it has been shifted by omega 0, x of omega minus omega 0. So when we multiply the signal, input signal x of t by an exponential, that is e raised to j omega 0 t. Now let us see the proof of this property. Let us find the Fourier transform of e raised to j omega 0 t into x of t. As per the definition, it is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity. Here our input signal is what? E raised to j omega 0 t into x of t into e raised to minus j omega t dt. Because we know that the Fourier transform of x of t is integral x of t e raised to minus j omega t dt. Now here we can combine these two exponentials. That means e raised to j omega 0 t and e raised to minus j omega t. So we can see here how can it be combined. It's of the form e raised to a into e raised to b. That will result e raised to a plus b. So e raised to j omega 0 t into e raised to minus j omega t, that is e raised to j omega 0 t minus j omega t. So we have to add these terms. Then minus j is taken outside. Then it will be what? So here from the power we can take minus j outside. Then it will be equal to what? We can see it is equal to e raised to minus j into omega minus omega 0 into t. So this time these two exponentials, when they are combined, it will become e raised to minus j omega minus omega 0 into t dt. This is nothing but x of omega minus omega 0. So x of t into e raised to minus j omega minus omega 0 is nothing but x of omega minus omega 0. Similarly, if you are multiplying x of t by e raised to minus j omega 0 t and finding the Fourier transform. So we have multiplied x of t by e raised to minus j omega 0 t, and then we have found the Fourier transform. Then the result will be x of omega plus omega 0. Okay, so if we are multiplying the signal x of t by e raised to j omega 0 t, the result will be x of omega minus omega 0. If you are multiplying x of t by e raised to minus j omega 0 t, the result will be x of omega plus omega 0. That is the frequency shifting property of the Fourier transform. Thank you.